price sensitive. So hopefully we can knock right around 10% off if you're able to sign today, and we can work with you on scheduling. I think you mentioned you wanted to do it sometime around the end of October, which is open in our schedule, so we can make that work on our end. So that's what we're looking at.
Okay, so that would put us somewhere around just a little over 11,000, right?
13,052, and then with the estimate, let me just go ahead and factor that estimate in here for you guys. So we got the scheduling flexibility and the signing discount, so we're at 11,746.
I'll tell you, the other quote we received, we were sitting at about 11.
You're at 11?
Yeah, the other quote that we got, we were sitting at about 11,000.
Okay. Do you know, is everything similar in terms of the type of paint that they're using, or did they specify that on their estimate?
I don't know if they, I don't know what kind of paint they're using. I'm assuming it's probably around the same thing that you guys are using, because our neighbor used them and it looks pretty good. But they didn't quite go over. You said you are doing the soffits?
Yep, we're doing the soffits the same color as the body, and then the fascia is the trim color, including the gutters. That'll really add up if they didn't include that on their estimate. That adds a pretty significant amount of cost there, and it's going to definitely affect the aesthetic of your house if you don't have the trim color, and the fascia and the gutters painted the same color as your trim.
Yeah. It can if we let you know by tonight, can we still get that 5% discount?
Yeah, that's no trouble. We can hold on to that for you. And just a couple other things to call out. There is that peeling paint on the south side of the house.
Yeah.
And that's going to take a decent amount of time to get that scraped.
Okay.
So that's another thing that will add up in terms of the numbers maybe not being exactly the same. We're gonna put in the work to make sure that gets scraped and sanded and primed, just to make sure that when the paint adheres in those areas.
Okay. No, that makes sense. No, Ryan, I like you, man. You were a little bit more detailed than the other guy. Like I said, you're about $1,000 over, especially if we don't, go with you during the times that you're looking at. Then you're significantly over. But my wife and I, I told you over the phone, we don't make decisions, here on the spot. But I like everything you're saying over here, so we'll sit on it and we can let you know by this evening or tomorrow morning.
Perfect. That sounds great. I'll hold on to the discounts for you. I'll send you a copy of the quote, so that'll be in your email.
Okay.
And then once you're ready to make a decision, just you can either sign the quote or give me a call, and we can go over any questions that you have.
Okay.
And we can get this all ready and scheduled for you in October.
Okay. No, that sounds good.
All righty. Sounds good. Thank you for having me out to your house. It's beautiful.
Yep. Thank you for
doing paint for you guys.
Yep. Thank you for your time, Ryan. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so a couple things I would work on, Ryan, is so I'd like to see you build a little more rapport. I was purposely being a little hard.
Yeah, I caught that.
And the reason I was being hard, I went on an estimate this morning, and they did exactly what I just did to you to me. And what I have found I'm getting a little feedback on your side, Ryan. Is there a way to fix that?
Sorry about that. I'm not sure what that is. Hold on. Just so I can hear.
Do you have me on your phone?
I got it on my earbuds. Is this still a problem?
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. No, that's better. Actually, yeah. It's better, but there's still a little feedback. It's fine.
Hold on, I'll take my earbuds up. Is that better?
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can you hear me, Ryan?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, that's much better.
All right, that's my earbuds. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. So a couple things. One, when you come in the house, and I think it's really important that you let the customer know this on the phone, and you did, but you almost want to emphasize it, like linger on it a little bit, is that when you come in the house, I think probably the most beautiful part of the whole estimate is if you can sit down at their table with them.
Yeah, right.
And as soon as you came in, I was like, all right, so this is what I want to get painted here, blah, 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 blah. We want to cut that down. And you did a good job. You did a good job reeling it back. But I think what I would like to see you do, and it's going to be different every person, but I'll just give you an example of what I did this morning. So I showed up at the estimate. As soon as I walked in the door, he's like, so I want to get this painted and that painted, blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, hold on. We'll get to that. There is just some information that I need to get from you first. And if we can just sit down here. And so I took the control back in my area, and he obeyed. He did what I had him do. He didn't sit down. He was still like he was like festering. It was like he needed to like get it out. But I sat down at his table, and I slowed it down. And your thought process would be, and this is where you're just going to use a little bit of wisdom, would be going straight into rapport. But if you're seeing that this guy's like gung-ho and he's just wanting to get the thing. So I sat down. I was like, okay, AJ, let me just get a couple things of information from you here, and then we can go over that. Is that okay? You know, and that throwing, is that okay? Is that all right? I want yeses. And I know we're going a little bit off script here, but it's you keep the script, but you can throw in where you're asking questions like, hey, is this all right? Is that okay if we do this? Does this make sense? Is this correct? You know, you're just getting those yeses from the beginning. So I was like, AJ, what's your last name? I got that. I didn't start with the rapport yet, just because he was already in one lane, and I needed to slowly bring him into my lane. So I was like, let me get some information from you. AJ, your first name, what's your last name, what's your email, blah, blah, blah. And then after I got a few questions on there, I was like, so how long you guys been living here, AJ? You know, and it was able to just nicely stream right into, I told him what I was going to do. I was going to get some info. I'm seated now. He sees I'm chilling. He's slowed down a little bit because I brought him into the slow mindset. And then it's like, how long you guys been living here? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, cool. You guys are from Boston. I went and saw, Boston win the World Series, blah, blah, blah. Oh, cool. Yada, yada, yada. We talked a little bit. He was very adamant still at that point. Again, I cut the rapport. If you've watched the video on the sales, it should be us cutting the rapport, not them. Have you watched that?
I have, but I don't recall that. It's been a little while since I watched those videos.
So that's one thing I would say extremely important is we cut the rapport, not them. So the moment you are noticing the body language, it usually starts with the body language. that they're like, hey, I want to get this thing going. We cut the rapport, we get back in, and then we can build the rapport a few more times. But so one thing was this, is I would have loved to see you take more control right from the jump. I was like, okay, this is what I want to get done here. I think if you can get seated at the table or at a chair or something like this, and they are now in a seated position, they're relaxed.
Yeah.
Who do you have sit at your dinner table? Friends and family, and so you're stepping out of a business relationship into more of a friendship. You're establishing that trust.
I like that. I think that having the information to verify from the initial call is a good excuse to get them out of the
100%
walkthrough mode and just say, hey, I just want to verify some of the things that we discussed on our first call. Make sure I have everything right here.
Yep.
Do you mind if we sit down and go over this real quick?
Yep, 100%.
Having that ready to go for every door you walk through.
Yep, and most of the time you'll find that they're ready to zip, and so you got to slow them down, which is why in that pre-call, really emphasizing and slowing down and saying, hey, I'm just going to go a little bit over my process with you, which you said this, but really emphasizing, I'm going to need you and your wife for probably the first 20 minutes, and then I'm going to take a pause.
Yep.
We'll just have to sit down for a few minutes. I want to have them expecting, hey, we're sitting down. Oh, we're going to be going through some questions and answers. We're not getting right into the estimate. So I really want to set that tone. And then when I get there, they're expecting, hey, come on in, come sit down at the table. Come sit down I want them to invite me because I've made it so clear that, hey, we're not here to just get right things started. And if I notice they are, I'll shake their hand. Hey, if we could take a seat here, I just need some information from you. That'd be great.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
So that I would say is the biggest thing I would have corrected on you there. Build rapport a couple more times throughout the estimate. Another thing is have them walk through with you.
Have them do the walkthrough with you.
Yes, you didn't. He was like, no, you just go through. Don't give the option. You asked me, do you want to walk through with me or do you just want me to go through it alone? No, you have them after your questions and answers, which should take 20 minutes. I did an estimate, my first estimate with this script here the other day, and it took we sat at the dinner table for 40 minutes before we got up and even did anything with the estimate.
Wow.
And
that's a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time, but there was great rapport being built there.
Was it retirees?
It was retirees. Yep.
Yeah, I suppose you'll have people with a lot of time and a lot of interest in shooting the shit.
Yeah. But it was all around. Most of it had to do with their project. I took the question and answer because when you look at the question and answer outline, estimate your job is to be their trust and intention. So from my understanding, the question and answer, page here, that should be in a rested position. I don't think this is as you're walking around the house, because if you go through the questions, number 13 says head outside for the walk around.
Right. Yeah.
So questions 1 through 12, you haven't even looked at the project yet. And if you're sitting down with them, questions 1 through 12 could easily that's why he says, I'm going to need you the first 20 to 30 minutes. You should be sitting down for 20 to 30 minutes, asking questions, getting answers, all this stuff. And I don't want to
get a sheet that you use for filling out. I almost feel like it would be a good thing to just have an information sheet, like customer profile sheet. Then you can just have all the questions already spelled out and ready to go.
I agree with you, man. I do agree with you. I thought about it. I think that would be a great. Even do you show up with an iPad or are you doing paper?
Well, I have an iPad, and my intention is to show up with either my iPad or my computer, my notebook.
Yeah, I would have it as a file ready to click, boom, when it's question and answer time.
Have it ready to go on the iPad. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I think where you could make it all work seamlessly is if you have that, and then right next to it you have your notes, so that they feel like when you're asking a question, you're actually writing this down.
Yeah, I think our main competitive advantage that we have with this stuff is, well, the relationship piece, that's huge.
Yeah.
But then also the process of being able to do a very detailed and thorough estimate for them that matches exactly everything that they've told us.
Yeah.
And everything that we see.
Yeah.
When we do our walk around and we do our measurement.
Yeah.
And then spit that out right back to them. Say, you know, this is what I heard you said you wanted. This is what I saw when I did my walk around and I took my measurements.
Yep.
The more detailed and thorough we are, the better chance of getting that. Because I don't know about what your experience is, but I would think that in comparison to 95% of other painters out there, people are not going to go be that thorough. They're just going to get square footage, do a multiplier, say, okay, it's going to be 13,000. Thank you very much.
Yep. No, you nailed it. When I was doing estimates before, I just assumed, hey, this is if there's bubbling paint there, they want that taken care of. If there's holes in the wall, they want that taken care of. And it didn't really come to me to like, if there was big stuff, you know, or things that was like, hey, what's your expectation here? But since going through all of this and the videos and whatnot, bro, when I'm doing the estimate, I'm literally pointing out everything. And I think that's what they encourage us and want us to do. And it seems, I feel like an idiot when I'm doing it. I really do. I feel like this is so stupid that I'm having to ask them, do you want me to fill these holes? You know? But like I said, since I've adopted this new script, I'm 2 for 3 right now, maybe 3 for 3 when I hear back from them. And each one of them, the response that PvP here has said that I will get has been what I've gotten. So like my first estimate that I did the other day was cabinets. When I used to do estimates for cabinets, I would say, okay, so what do you want to do here? You want to change the colors? Okay, great. I would go around, I would count them. I would look at a couple of them. I'd present the number. This house that I went to, dude, everything I could possibly think of. Hey, so these little, you know, things are popping out a little bit. Do you want us to remove these and paint, or do you just want us to tape around? Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, I think you could just tape around. Okay. Now, what about the, you know, the outside and the inside? Do you want us to caulk inside the that portion there, or just leave it as it is, kind of how it is? Oh, I didn't even think about that. You know, and those were things that it was just, to me, it was like, obviously you fill in the freaking thing. Obviously you do that. I never mentioned those things before. And then when you spit it back to them again another thing is when you were presenting your estimate, the reason why you want them to walk with you and look at it is, one, so that they can see it. You can see that you peeling it up a little bit, you touch, you know, pointing out the mold. Hey, what do you want to do here? What's your expectation? That's what I ask a lot. What's your expectation here? And oh yeah, no, we want that filled in. Okay, great. What's your thoughts here, or what's going on here? And when I spit it back to them, it's like, hey, so in the master bedroom where you had that bubbling and peeling that we talked about, we're going to take that off. We're going to spot. And as it says in here, is like, when you notice something, you want to bring it up, and then you want to either ask them what they would like to do, or if they don't know, you give your professional opinion and ask them, is that what you would like me to put in the estimate? And so, because when you spit it back to them, hey, so we're covering that area in the bedroom that we talked about, and and we're gonna spot prime it like you said you'd like us to do. You know, you're not just you're getting them to agree to the extra or the caveats of the job, so that they know, okay, yeah, I did agree, I did want to do that, yeah, I did want to put that on there, yeah, I did want to pop those nail holes back in, yeah, I did want to paint over them once the nail holes are popped back in. I wanted those things. And the response from doing all of this has just been absolutely incredible. So
I
let's.
think the more detail you have, the more ammunition you have. Because if you think about, I keep going back to what is the competition doing?
Yeah.
If they're not being as thorough and detailed, it's just you're gonna look like a whole different beast to your customer.
Yeah, especially dude, where you're at, bro. Where you're at, I think you'll crush it, bro. Like your biggest competitor. Do you know who the big boy is in town?
Paris Painting.
Oh, that guy? Oh,
yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, Paris Painting. I mean, he's on top of it. Besides him, who else?
I don't really know. There's Valley Creek Painting. After that.
Where are you at? Where are you at?
Minneapolis.
Oh, I didn't know Paris Painting was out there.
Yeah, how do you know them?
Dude, he's like, I think he does more volume than Eric Barstow does.
He probably does. They look like they probably have at least 50 employees, full-time employees.
Yeah,
without no painters, just support staff pretty much.
No. I think he's doing. He's been on Eric's podcast, and Mr. Paris, who's a young guy. I think he has his own sales training program or something like that. But yeah, my encouragement to you is go on Facebook ad library and look at his ads that he's doing on Facebook and just copy them exactly.
Okay.
Verbatim. Like,
where do you find the ad library?
Just look up Facebook ad library.
Okay. One thing I'm struggling with, I haven't done any jobs, so I don't have any footage or any content.
I'll send you some of mine.
Wow, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I can send you some of mine.
That would be amazing.
They might have. The problem is some of them might have my guys with the logo on the back of their
t-shirt. Yeah.
But listen, Ryan, they're not paying attention to that, bro.
Yeah. I can just cut it out too, or edit around it possibly.
Probably not. With Facebook ads, you want to do like low edit kind of videos. And so I would just run it, dude. And if you have people saying something about True Spectrum, then change it up. But for the meantime, bro, if you don't have any content, just roll with it, bro. And it's far enough away. It's quick enough. They're not going to notice, bro.
Yeah.
They won't even know your company name when they call you. No, I'm serious, bro.
I believe it.
They don't hardly they pay attention. Now I'm going to try to send these to you. You have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Now the problem is I think you lose quality of video when I send it.
Okay. Would it make a difference if you email it?
Pretty sure. I mean, I've tried everything.
Probably just compresses the image.
So I'm gonna send you a few different things here. I'm gonna send you a couple of my guys' exterior. Okay, that they only have Sherwin shirts on in this. I'm sending you 2 videos right now. You'll have to cut them up and these are just raw videos here. Let me know how they look when you got them.
You texting them?
Yeah. I think they're sending. They're not. They haven't sent yet. Okay.
They look good.
They look good. Okay. Do you know how to check the? Do you know how to check the quality of the video? Do you know what I mean?
Like the size of it?
I think if you click on the video and then come on. I think you check the aspect ratio. I think that's what I'm talking about here. Okay, you're gonna have to save the video to your camera roll.
Okay.
Okay, and then go to your photos and click on the video. And then do you see the I at the bottom for information?
Yeah, it's not coming up. For some reason, these aren't saving to my video location.
It might save to not at the top of your camera reel. It might save to when I filmed these videos. So it would be like a year ago. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Not seeing anything.
Oh, but you don't have stucco over there, right?
Yeah, we got stucco. I mean, you can tell it's not a typical Minnesota home, but like you said, I don't think people are going to be paying enough attention to it for it to matter.
I'll see what else I got. At least like that video I sent you where he's spraying the soffit. Do you see that?
Yeah, I saw that one.
You know, that one you can't really tell. And remember, you're going to cut these up so that, you know, you'll just have to play around with them.
Use CapCut?
I don't use CapCut. I use Edits by Instagram. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I'm gonna send you. Do you do cabinets, right?
Yeah, intending to.
Oh, and also when you're taking your videos on your iPhone,
yeah,
you always film it vertically, never horizontally.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
Okay. I gotta clean my camera reel up. Picture ads for cabinets, they work pretty good. I always recommend video, but if you have to throw up a picture, they work pretty good.
Pictures rather than videos?
No. Videos always rather than pictures, but if you're just testing and figuring out stuff, I've done ad campaigns. For cabinets using picture, and it worked pretty good.
Okay, nice. Do you have like an album or something, or is it just talking over a picture, a single picture?
Just a single picture.
With voiceover?
No. This is if you do a still image.
Right.
No, if you do a video,
so it's just text.
Yeah, it's just text, and there's no text. Okay. There's no text on the picture.
Right.
Let's see here. I need to clean up my camera reel. Let's see. I got some really good cabinet videos, my friend, that perform very, very good. These alone are gonna make you some money.
Well, I'll have to be sure to return the favor, man. I really appreciate that.
Let's see here. The True Spectrum is on his back shirt, bro, but it's not even noticeable, dude. Let's see here. And I have some that they don't have that on as well. So my best performing ad, he's not wearing my shirt. So let me get this over to you.
Oh yeah, this looks like a good one. Got sweet. You just helped me out a ton.
Yes, I did, because that would take you months to get something like that. Let's see here. I'm going to send you my best one, bro. This one has earned me probably over $100,000.
Nice.
Let's see here. Give me a second. Where's it at? Where is it at? Don't share this with anybody else, all right?
Just on Facebook.
Yeah. Just share it with the whole Painting Business Pro community. Let's see here. Trying to find it. Give me a second. I'm going to send you this one. Send that to Ryan. This last one that I'm sending you, I clip it and put it in other clips, and it does really well.
So like all the spray videos are money, man.
The spray videos are cash, brother.
It's like there's something about watching it that's very satisfying.
Wait till you see these three I'm about to send you. These don't have any logos in them. These perform very good. I just run that as a separate ad. Where the heck is that video, man? Here it is. I think this is it.
Oh, this is awesome. My God, this is going to be so helpful.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this one I'm about to send you, it's already kind of. So the one where he's wearing a full suit doing the whole kitchen, it's about to come in. That one I just run it as it is. I don't add anything to it or take away anything from it. It's a 14-second video. You'll get it here in a second.
Can they set this little spray booth up in the customer's house, or is this like back at their garage or something?
I'm sorry, is it just where he's painting the whole kitchen set, or just the door?
Just the door.
Yeah, the door, that's in their garage.
Yeah, okay. So you don't do the inside of the kitchen cabinets. It's just the frame and the covering.
Yep, just the frame and the cover.
Frame and the doors and door front.
Yeah.
Do you do both sides of the doors and door front, or just one side?
Both sides.
When you estimate, then those are separate areas. Like you consider the doors and door fronts, like that's a single item, and then the cabinet itself is another single item. So you're quoting both, like vertical surfaces plus doors and doors.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to ask you when I said I was only going to do one coat for a same color paint job. Is that like not standard, or?
I always do 2 coats, bro.
I always do 2.
Yeah, because the problem is even if it's the same color, if it's been over 5 years, bro, it's not gonna match.
Right.
And so if his I'm sending you another video here. All right, Ryan, you better make some money off these videos, bro.
I feel very indebted to you. I will have to definitely repay the favor.
Let's see here. And then I'm going to send you one of a prep. People like this. You better make some moolah. So I just sent you the last video I just sent you has
You got it rolling?
Nope. It should be of a living room with a bunch of plastic everywhere.
Oh yeah, okay, I see that.
You got that? So you're gonna make some videos, and my encouragement to you, bro, is you're gonna copy what's already working for other guys on Facebook ad library. Don't try to go and be creative and make your own stuff. You can do that once you got it down of what people like.
Yeah.
And what you see your competitors doing, then you'll have you'll have a framework. But for now, you're going to go on Facebook ad library. You're going to go to Mr. Paris's videos. You're going to see which ones he's had on there the longest, and you're going to copy it verbatim. You're literally, even his headlines you're going to copy, and you're just going to put your company name in. Obviously, you don't want to lie. If he says thousands of 5-star reviews, which I'm pretty sure Mr. Paris is at probably over 1,000 reviews.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Yeah, so there's going to be some things that you change in there, bro, but you're just going to copy him verbatim because it works, bro. The best artists steal. You don't try to go and get creative, man. Just do what he's already doing. Look at a couple other guys. Even if you don't copy, his ad copy, but you do his ads, like the actual video ad itself, copy that, and then maybe go see what Foothills Painting is doing in Colorado for their body text, and just copy that.
Yeah, I've been looking at Alcorn. It seems like they're pretty.
Alcorn's big,
pretty
bro.
Solid.
Yeah, Alcorn's big. I literally just steal from Alcorn, one of my competitors out here, Foothills, Eric's company, and that's it. I just take from all three, and I literally, if there's a video I see that they've been running for a while, I will identically copy the length. It might be a couple seconds over, a couple seconds under, but where they have one video and it's spraying, and then it cuts and it goes to a guy talking, and it cuts and it goes to another of them outside, I will literally do the same thing. Boop, 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 boop.
Just with your content?
Just with my content. Yep.
Yeah.
So
okay,
you should have
same exact words.
Same exact words. Everything's the same, dude. And because it works, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
they've spent the money to figure out if it works. The reason why you don't want to try going and figure it out on your own is because it costs money to do that.
Right. When you're shelling out $100 a day on it, makes a difference.
Exactly, bro. You want to know that this thing is tried and true. Let somebody else do that for you.
Yeah. Sweet.
Anyways. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Now if I can get my bank accounts to work, then I'll be squared away on Facebook ads.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so did you want to go over, was there anything else for you to go over?
I don't think so. You want to do a few?
Yep, you got some time?
Yep.
Okay. Let's just do the whole thing, bro.
Right.
Let's just do the whole thing from the beginning. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Ready to go.
All right, ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hello, is this Ryan?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Ryan, this is Joseph with True Spectrum Painting. I just saw that you had filled out our form looking to get an estimate for painting. Does that ring any bells for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, of course. Awesome. Well, I just wanted to talk about your job a little bit and see if we could set you up with an estimate. Is now a good time?
Yeah, now's a good time.
Okay, perfect. So, Ryan, tell me a little bit of, exactly what you're wanting to get done.
Well, I was hoping to have the exterior painted, the full exterior. It's probably been at least a good 10 years since we've had it painted.
Okay, 10 years, definitely needing. You're definitely in the ballpark of needing some paint on there.
There's some peeling on the south and the west side.
Okay.
That I've noticed, especially on the underside of the siding.
Okay.
So I'd like to have you take a look at that.
Okay.
Do
you have any idea what that may be coming from?
I think it's just from sun exposure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's a cedar siding, so I think it didn't adhere all the way in some spots.
Cedar siding. Okay, gotcha. Okay. And you said it was about 10 years ago it was painted?
Yeah, it's been about 10 years.
Okay. Did you guys paint it yourself or you hired a company to do that for you?
No, I did that one myself. And maybe
Okay.
I just didn't do a good job or something, but
okay.
I did that myself.
Gotcha. What has you
learned enough to not do it again myself.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah, everybody's a painter till they get a brush in their hand. And are you thinking about keeping the same colors, or what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think we're good on the color. I think if that makes it easier for you too, we'll go ahead and stick with the same color.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely makes things easier for us and for you guys. Okay, cool. So we're looking at the full exterior. Now, in terms of scheduling to get this done, do you guys have an idea when you'd like to get the project started?
Yeah, we're flexible. I've got 2 other guys coming out this week.
Okay.
So if we could get you to come in sometime this week, then we can look at all the estimates together.
Okay.
So I'm pretty flexible on timing anytime this week than when you think you can make it.
Okay. And when you say this week, do you mean like as of tomorrow, or you got the guys coming start of next week?
Start of next week. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. When's the first guy coming out?
Got the first guy on Monday. Second guy's on Wednesday.
Monday. Okay. What time's he coming out on Monday?
He's coming out at 10. 10 a.m.
Okay. All right. And do you have an idea when you'd like to get this work done?
Yeah, I'm thinking sometime before the fall kicks in. So maybe end of September would be great if you can fit that on your schedule.
End of September? Yeah, that's actually perfect. The reason I ask is usually this time, almost every year before season picks up and we start getting real busy, that specific time we're trying to fill in there. So that might actually be a win-win. So if we get you an estimate on everything and it makes sense and you like the number, you like us, we might be able to save you some money there if we can schedule you in that time. Would that work all right for you?
Oh yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to save some money too. So
yeah, no,
I think that would work for us as well.
Yeah, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. I think we can definitely work something out there.
All right.
Now, I'll just kind of walk you through a little bit how I do my estimates, Ryan. I schedule my estimates in about an hour to an hour and a half block. So I will need you guys for that amount of time. Now, the great part is I really only need you guys for, I'd say, the first 20 to 30 minutes of the estimate. Okay. We'll sit down. I have some just basic information that I need to get from you. We'll talk through about, exactly what you guys are looking to get done when it comes to quality is concerned. And then afterwards, we'll do a quick walkthrough around the house, and you'll kind of show me each side of the house. We'll go over those areas that you talked about. If there's anything that I point out or see, vice versa, that way we're all on the same page. Is that all right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I've got a ladder all ready to go. I've been kind of inspecting just to make sure that I know where some of the trouble areas are around the house, so I can go ahead and point those out to you when you're here.
Perfect. No, that's great. And then, so like I said, I'll probably need you the first 20 to 30 minutes. We'll sit down, go over that, do the walkthrough with you, and then I'll get some numbers. You guys can go back inside. I'll get some numbers, take my measurements, and then I'll come back inside, sit down with you guys, and then I'll probably need you for the last 15, 20 minutes. And we'll go over numbers and options like that. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. So would you guys do like a price match if somebody comes in lower than you and I want to go with you guys, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, usually, I'll say this, Ryan. Usually, it's never apples to apples. Not trying to poo-poo on anybody, but usually we're a little bit more precise, concise. Try to really fit the estimate to your need, not just like a broad, here's what we think you need kind of thing. So you might find that we even come in cheaper than the next guy. But I can almost guarantee you that you're going to feel more comfortable with our estimate no matter what. And so to answer your question short, Ryan, is if it is apples to apples and we're really close on pricing, I'm sure we can work some things out. Like I said, if we can fit you in during that September time, it would be a beautiful blessing for us, for you guys. So you never know. We might actually end up being cheaper. So we got some options there for discounts. And then one more question for you, Ryan. Is there somebody else who we should tie into this during the estimating process, such as a significant other, a spouse, who might have some input?
Yeah, my wife Francine.
Okay.
She's been real worried about the paint, and she made me call a bunch of painters to get estimates. So
okay, great.
She's really the driving force.
Okay, great. So this is a lot of time, and as I'm sure you know, an investment for sure. And so I really want to make sure we can schedule a time where both you and Francine are available. Is that something you think we could work out?
Oh yeah, that's no trouble. We're retired, so
okay, perfect.
Our calendars are pretty flexible.
Nice, retired, man. That sounds very nice. I got 4 kids over here. I'm a long ways from being retired.
Enjoy it. Enjoy your time with them.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so you got your calendar there in front of you, Ryan?
I do.
Okay.
Next week, you just name your time.
Okay, so you said the first gentleman. You said the first gentleman comes at around 10.
Yep.
Why don't we try to schedule a little bit after that? Let's say around like 12, maybe. Do you think that'd be too much for you guys?
Noon on Monday? We can make that work.
Okay, let's do noon on Monday. And you could just tell him if the gentleman on Monday is really adamant on trying to book you guys or this or that, you could just tell him, hey, I got another estimate guy coming here in a couple hours. You know what I mean? So it gives you kind of a escape if he's really trying to pressure you in a corner. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
Yep. Okay. So I got you down for Monday, and just to confirm, we'll be able to get Francine in during that time, right?
Yep. Okay. She will be there.
Perfect. All right. And just to confirm here, I will be coming here down from Naples, and so if anything comes up on your end, make sure to let me know if we need to change anything. I'll shoot you a confirmation text as soon as we get off the phone. If you could just give it a thumbs up or just say, yep, got it. And I just want to confirm your address, Ryan. It's 123 Main Street.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, perfect. Hey, and Ryan, if it's okay with you, if I could send you over our Google page as soon as we get off the phone. It has all of our customer testimonials. It has our website attached to it. Before and after pictures, you'll be able to see, some of the work that we've done. We're 5-star rated. We take a lot of pride in that, and you'll just kind of have an idea about who's at your home. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that would be great. Appreciate that.
All right, I'll send that over as soon as we get off the phone. Okay, great. And one last thing, Ryan. If I show up on Monday and you and Francine love the price, you feel very comfortable with me, you think we'd be a great fit, there's also a second discount of booking with me that day. So if you guys decide, yeah, this really makes sense for us, we love what you're about, if we get to pencil you in while I'm there, you save an additional few $100. So kind of a win on the front end, win on the back end, just letting you know.
Okay.
So, Ryan, I got you down for Monday at 12 p.m. I'll see you then.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Joseph. All righty. You want to keep going, or you want feedback?
Yeah, no, I want some feedback.
So it seemed like when I said I had 2 additional bids.
Yep.
Just like watching your body language, you and your reaction.
Yeah.
It seemed like you were like kind of searching. This is nitpicky.
Yeah.
But so I think like if you had something in your back pocket that so you don't even have to think about it, and what you came up with, I think, is good. You know, the thing what you said is you want to make sure that it's apples to apples and that you're always the more detailed.
Yep.
I think if you can get through that with more confidence and just react like you've got it ready to go, right? As soon as you get that competitive mention, then you're just pulling that out of your back pocket and you're saying, hey, well, we're usually, I don't know how you want to phrase it, but we're usually not the cheapest shop in town.
Yep.
But I can guarantee that we're going to be the most detailed, and we're going to make sure that we're going to get you what you want.
Yep.
Something along those lines.
Yep.
And then getting kind of the conversation focused on your process and what you bring to it, not what the other guys are doing.
Yeah.
Just focus on like I said, focus on your process.
Yeah. No, that's good. And was that before or after I went over our process? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. They might bring it up at any point.
Yeah.
But usually not the cheapest, but we're usually the most detailed. So we'll be able to, I'm sure we'll find something that'll fit for you guys. And
maybe, I don't know if maybe there's a time to kind of sneak in the pre-close too, just to say, oh yeah, we're the most deep. We're definitely going to be the most detailed and most thorough. And then we do have a couple of discounts that if it works out, we can set you guys up with. I don't know if that's a good time to bring that up or not.
Yep. Or even reiterate, like when you brought it up, I reiterated, hey, and you might find that after, if you decide to fill in that schedule spot that I brought up earlier, you might find that it's fits perfectly what you're looking for. So
yeah, if you think about it too, like what a great opportunity to present yourself in a different light than the competition.
Yep.
That's like a golden opportunity on a platter, right? Like we're looking at 2 other competitors.
Yep.
And it just gives you a great reason to talk about why you're better.
Yeah.
But just have that ready to go.
Yeah. No, that's good because it does come up a lot. Okay, so that's good. And then anything else?
No, I just say maybe work on the pre-close a little bit. Just like you definitely did a good job. But I would say too, like those are the things to have the wording down, just pat on the 2 pre-closes. Just like make sure your words are really smooth. Yeah. You did a great job. But I think on those 2, like the more you have the wording down, the more confident you're going to sound when you say it.
Yeah, you're right.
And those are areas of the conversation where I think you want to really be smooth and confident.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
And I'm nitpicking, man. I'm just like.
No, this is good. Okay, anything else?
No, I think that's it for now. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I had written down.
All right, I got those notes there. Okay, next is going to be the Q&A and then the walkthrough and then the close. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, knock, knock, knock.
Hi.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
I'm doing good, Joey. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. If we can step in here, we can sit down and get started here.
All righty, that sounds good. Do you want to kind of start with a walkthrough of the house? I've got everything ready to go, and we can go ahead and take a look at anything you want.
No. If we could actually find a comfy spot to sit here for a minute, I just have some information I need to get from you guys and some questions about the job and whatnot, and then we can definitely get rolling with that walkthrough.
Okay. Yeah. No, that sounds good. Let's head into the kitchen. We can sit down at the table.
Perfect. And is Francine here?
Yes, she's here. I'll go grab her. Why don't you go ahead and take a seat at the table? We'll
Awesome.
be right back.
Awesome. Thank you, Ryan. Okay. So I just need a couple things from you guys, and then we can get rolling on that. Ryan, how long have you guys been living here?
We've been here for about 30 years now. Yeah, we've been at this location for a long time. Really like the community.
Yeah.
We like the weather, so we're happy to be here. We're only here. We're still flying north for the summers.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But we really like it here in Coral Gables.
Yeah, Coral Gables. Yeah. No, I hear you. Did you raise any kids, bringing them back and forth?
Yeah. Well, this started off as our vacation home. We live in Boston. We were living in Boston, so we'd come down here in the winter, but we decided to retire down here, and we're really glad we did. We really like the area. Yeah.
Do you guys think you'll ever become full-timers, or not a chance?
Nah, I think we'll still keep our two places for a while longer. It's nice to get a little reprieve from the heat. It does get quite hot in the summer, so we like going back home and seeing all of our friends and family back home too.
Nice. You guys said you're from Boston?
Boston area, yeah.
Nice, man. Nice. That's where you're originally from?
Yeah, we raised all of our kids in Boston.
Cool.
And we really like that community as well. There's a lot of great colleges and universities, and the food scene is really good. So we really like being in Boston. Yeah,
I'm originally from Maine, so I'm a Red Sox fan. I've spent a lot of time in Boston, so
nice.
Yeah, great play. I went to I did basketball camp at Colby College there in Boston, so I'm sure you guys are familiar. But
yeah, Colby, that's just right down the road from us, not too far.
Well, very nice. All right, so Ryan, I'm just gonna get some info from you here. Ryan, what's your last name?
Schacht.
Okay, if you can spell that for me.
Schacht.
Perfect. And good phone number.
651. Yep. 329-4757.
Perfect. Got it. And what's the address here?
1234 South Main Street.
Got it. Awesome. Okay, I got that info here. Now, Ryan, Francine, I want to kind of delve in a little bit about the project itself. So you said that the last time the house was painted, you did it yourself?
Yeah, that was a mistake, but we did do it ourselves the first time, and it was a mess, and it took us quite a long time.
Okay,
but the thing is, we really saved a lot of money.
I'm sure you did.
That's important to us. We want to make sure we're getting a good value.
Yeah, well, you're going to get both. You're going to get a great value, and I think you'll be happy with the price of what you see here. So now, in terms of the paint job that you're gonna have done, have you guys ever hired a painting company before, or this is your first time?
This will be our first time hiring a painting company.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's some concerns that you may have?
Well, I guess one thing to be real honest, we want to make sure that everyone that's going to be in the house working on our project is people that we can trust, and safety is always a concern. So we want to make sure that the crews are vetted properly.
Yeah.
I guess also want to make sure that the crew is fully insured, just in case an accident happens.
Yep.
Those are the main things.
Okay, got it. And is there any questions that you may have in regards to any of that stuff?
Do you guys do background checks on your crew at all?
We don't, but I can tell you this, that our guys have been with us for a long time. We've never had any problems, and they are a direct reflection of me as the owner. And so we wouldn't hold our 5-star rating if we had, mischievous guys or even sloppy work going on over here. So you can trust that part's okay. And we are also insured. So you can rest easy on that part.
So what does the insurance cover?
Yeah, so the insurance covers if any accidents happen, if there's any damages to the home, if my guys hurt themselves, basically just ensuring that you don't have to worry about the job or the guys.
Okay, well that's great.
Okay, got it. And then one of my last questions for you here, Ryan, is if you could kind of tell me, what it is that you're looking for in a paint job.
Sure. I guess I want to make sure that the paint is of high quality.
Yep.
Because when the grandkids come down, you never know, they might be marking up the walls with crayons or something.
Sure.
And Francine does quite a bit of cooking, and so there's the occasional splatters on the wall that we need to clean up.
Yep.
So we really want to make sure to get a good high quality paint.
Okay.
Also, we want to make sure that the paint is applied appropriately to make sure that there's good adherence to the walls.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys do a cleaning before you do the first application or how that works.
Yep.
Yeah, just to make sure that you get good, smooth, even coverage. I can't stand when you look at a wall and you can see the paint through.
Yeah.
From the prior paint job, so I want to make sure that we get good coverage. Good consistent coverage.
Got it. So I'll start here. First, we'll kind of brush up on the paint a little bit, and then I'll go into a little bit of our process. When it comes to the paint, are you familiar with Sherwin-Williams?
Sure am. Yeah.
Okay. So, and really, this is just going to help me for knowing what to quote you out here. Like I had told you on the phone, my job is to get you a specific estimate for your needs and your wants, not just a cookie cutter, fly by night kind of estimate, but something that really sits with you. And so we kind of have a couple options when it comes to paint, and I can share what my recommendations are. So we have super paint. It kind of is above mid-grade. It's not the lowest. It's not contractor grade. It's a great quality paint, but there's still a couple versions above that. If you were going for somewhere between that paint and then the most expensive paint that you can get, we're looking at Duration by Sherwin-Williams. I don't know if you've heard of that or not, but solid paint, cleans very easy. It's mold and mildew resistant, so that's really good. Seeing how it's just a 2E here most of the time. I know you shared that, you have grandkids that come back and forth, but you guys aren't renting this place out or nothing like that. So if it was personally me, I think Duration would be a great product, or we can discuss, a higher product such as an Emerald, if that makes sense. Are you familiar with any of those products I just shared with you?
Yeah, I've heard of Duration. I think that maybe is what we used the last time when I painted it.
And how'd you feel about it?
It's held up pretty well. I haven't really noticed any problems. So I think that one, it sounds like it's just above mid-grade, not the most expensive. So it sounds like it might be a good value.
Yeah, and a great product. And then I know you had mentioned a concern of yours is, making sure that we follow, the spec sheet, that we actually do it the way we're supposed to. So I'm also going to be quoting you out for 2 coats. If you look at the label on the back of pretty much any can, their recommendation is going to be two top coats. And then in terms of cleaning, yes. So we don't clean the walls of the whole house, but like areas that you said where your wife's cleaning a lot, Francine's doing a lot of cooking, we'll degrease those walls down, clean them up so that there's no bubbling, no oil on there before we put any paint on there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that sounds great.
Okay. Does that kind of answer your concern on that, or were you looking for something, further? No,
I think as long as you guys are able to get a good clean on the walls and make sure that the paint adheres, that should, with the Duration, I think that should be good.
Yeah, and that's, customer satisfaction and making sure we do the job. I tell customers, I don't ever want to hear from you again unless you have another project for us. And so we wouldn't offer the warranties we offer if we thought there was a chance of the product failing or not adhering. So you can assure that when we do come in and paint the house, we're doing it the way we're supposed to.
Oh, what is the warranty?
Yeah, so if we're looking at the Duration, you're probably going to be getting like a 5-year labor warranty on the work. And then included in there is the manufacturer's warranty. which I think is like 7 years for duration, 6 or
Okay.
7 years. So 5 years sitting at the duration is from our side, it's significantly longer than a lot of our competitors. So, which just goes to show, we're making sure we're doing everything. We're not cutting corners. And then a couple last things here before we walk around and look at it. In terms of colors, do you guys have an idea what you're thinking on that? If you want to keep it how it is or change them up?
Yeah, we're not too sure what we want to do on colors. I don't really know. Francine has been looking at different design magazines, but we don't really quite know where we're going to go on colors. Do you guys have any services associated with color consultations or anything like that?
Yeah, so if you guys decide to move forward with us, we do a free color consultation. Either myself or somebody will come out and we'll get a few options. We'll paint some different rooms in the house on the walls, and that way you can see what the color would look like during the day, during the night, with sun shining on it, not shining on it. Our process is to make sure that you love what you're getting before we even start slapping paint on the walls.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that sounds great.
Okay, great. Awesome. Now, last question for you. In terms of scheduling, do you guys have an idea what you guys are thinking in terms of when you'd like to start this project?
Yeah, we're trying to get it in before fall, so sometime maybe in September. Right around there.
That's right. I remember us talking about that on the phone. Yeah, so as just a reminder, if you guys do decide we do have an opening towards that time, kind of middle end of September. If we can pencil you in for that, you can save a little bit of money on that. Would that make sense for you guys?
Yeah, I think so. That would be good. I know that we are always trying to save money wherever we can, so that sounds like a good option.
Yeah, kind of win-win. Helps us out, helps you out. Okay, any other questions for me?
No, I don't think so. I think that answers all of our questions. We're going to we've got one more painter coming on Wednesday.
Yep.
To give us an estimate, and then we should be ready to go sometime around then.
Cool. So let's head outside, and we can do a walkthrough together and just kind of go over the areas that we want to get done, and then I'll get your estimate for you. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, let's go outside. So Ryan, in terms of painting out here, what exactly are you guys looking to get done? Do you just want to do the walls? Do you want to do any fascia, soffit, trim?
Yeah, I think we're going to want to keep it how it is. So the window trim. We've got the window trim matching the fascia.
Okay.
And then I think we'll probably want to keep the soffits the same color as the body.
Okay.
So we're looking at probably two colors still.
Okay.
And I think we want to do this, keep the colors the same.
Okay.
I don't know, Francine, what do you think? Francine says she wants to have different colors. So maybe you can come over with your color fan deck or something, and you can go over with Francine. But my vote is to keep the colors the same. Yeah.
Yeah. We can definitely do that. I mean, once we get you guys booked in and we get this thing cracking, we'll definitely schedule out a time for the color consultation, help you guys out with that. I know it can be kind of tricky. Now, in terms of this cracking and peeling here, what's kind of your expectation with that? What would you like to have done there?
Well, I think if you could scrape all of the peeling and cracking paint, that would be good, and then sand it and put primer on any areas that are bare.
Yep.
I think that would be good if you could do that.
Yep, we can definitely do that. Okay. Now, if we go to the back side here, I see that you guys have, a lot of mold and mildew here. Our process is we pressure wash the home to kind of kill and get rid of any of this mold and mildew. But a lot of this looks like it might be a little baked into the siding. If it doesn't come out with the pressure washer, what would you like to have done here?
Well, that's a good question. I think it would just really depend on whether or not the paint will cover up the mold and the mildew, or if it'll come back after we paint over it.
Yeah, that's a good question. If I can share with you kind of my thought on it, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Areas like this where you're not really getting a whole bunch of sun, especially with it being, you said it's been how long since you painted out here?
10 years.
Okay. Were you having this mold and mildew problem when you painted it the first time?
You know what? It's been so long ago, I really don't remember.
Okay. So my professional opinion would be this, Ryan, is, and I've just done this a million times, so I just kind of have an idea of what to expect once we pressure wash here. But if for some reason, this has just been, it's just part of the wood now. My encouragement would be to kind of like what we talked about earlier, on those bubbling and peeling spots, is like, I would say a 4-foot radius of this area, just spot prime it, with like a Kiltz or a Zinsser, like a mold and mildew preventative. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So I can include that as part of the estimate if you'd like me to.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Okay, got it. Now around these windows, the caulk's kind of aged a little bit. Would you like us to caulk around there and redo that for you?
Yeah, definitely. Anywhere you see where the caulking is coming loose or isn't fully intact, I would say go ahead and do that. That's definitely want to keep the water out.
Got it. Now, when it comes to the exterior, a lot of customers ask if we can trench around the perimeter of the home just to get a little bit below the earth's surface there. Would you like us to do that?
Oh, yeah. No, that would be great.
Okay.
I think that would give it a nice look so then we don't have to worry about the landscaping.
Yep, you got it. Okay. So I'll put that in there. All right, let's walk around the other side. Is there anything that I've missed or anything that you particularly wanted to bring up during this time?
Well, I think the fascia on this side seems like it's getting a lot more sun exposure, and it's fading faster than the rest of the house. So I don't know if there's anything you can do about that. I'd love to keep it all consistent as long as we can, so we're not getting any premature fading.
Yeah, no, the fascia here, seeing how it's a solid wood, we can take care of a lot of kind of the rotting wood there. We can kind of gouge it out a little bit, fill it in, and coat that. That will require a prime before we do our base coats on top of that, or our top coats. And I'd almost recommend, since this is getting beat from the sun on this side and a little bit of water I see here coming from the gutters behind it, I'd almost recommend going up a degree in paint. If we went to like an enamel or something there, just something, a harder paint, something that will last a little bit longer. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I do want to make sure we can get as much life out of the paint as we can. So.
Yeah. So I'll pencil in for this specific area, to quote it out for an enamel. All right.
So is that like a urethane enamel?
Yeah. So the paint that we put on your walls, like the duration that we were talking about, it's a soft paint. It's supposed to, absorb and breathe easy with the wall there. But on areas like this where you have this hard, solid wood, and as we can see, it's prone to just being beaten up, having a hard paint like an enamel, almost like what they put on a car, it's just going to last longer for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense.
Okay, perfect.
I think when I painted this before, I used an oil-based paint. Is it gonna, if you apply the acrylic latex over the oil, is that gonna cause any problems? Or do I want to still go with oil-based paint?
No, that's perfectly fine. The nice thing about this compound is it can go over oil or water base. What's just important is that we prime it, and we scuff sand it a little bit just for adhesion. But no, not a problem with this product, because the one that we specifically use is emerald enamel urethane. If we use like their lower degree Pro Classic or something like that, we might have problems. But No, this product is specifically designed to go over both oil and water-based.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think I got everything here, Ryan. I don't know if there's anything else that we missed here.
I don't know. I think that's everything.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, you can go back inside. I'll go back around, get my measurements, get an estimate here for you. And just as a reminder, when I come back inside, I'll need you guys for about 10, 15 minutes just to go over the numbers and pricing, make sure I got all your info correct here. And if you guys decide, hey, the number makes sense, you feel like we're the right fit, then there's also a nice little savings there if you decide to book with us today. So just giving you a heads up there. But give me about 15, 20 minutes here, and I'll come knocking back at the door, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you, Ryan.
Hello.
Hey, Ryan. All right, I got your numbers here if we want to go sit back down.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, let's go sit down in the kitchen.
Okay. All right. So I got some things here. How long you guys been married for?
Well, we're coming up on our 50th anniversary here.
You're kidding me, man.
No.
My goodness. I've been married for about 8 years now, and it feels like it's been 28 years. So I'm sure you guys are you got some great stories, huh?
Oh yeah, we do. We've been around the block a few times. No doubt about it.
This isn't your first rodeo.
No, not at all. We've been having rodeos for 50 years.
Okay, very nice. And Francine, are you originally from Boston as well?
I'm actually from Maine too. I know you mentioned you were from Maine. I grew up in Portland.
Oh, right on. That's exactly where I'm from. Did you go to high school out there?
Yeah, I did. I lived in Maine until we met in college in Boston.
All right, very nice. Yeah, I went to Deering High School. Did you go to Portland High School or Deering High School?
I was at Portland.
Okay, very nice.
Probably a lot different back then than it is now.
Yep, it sure is. I played rugby over there for a travel team, and our head coach was, I forgot his name, but this guy was in his 80s, and he was our head coach for our rugby team, and he used to teach at Portland High School.
Oh, wow.
So there's a chance that you might have knew this guy.
Oh, yeah.
But okay. Francine, is there any questions that you have for me before I go through all of this?
No, I don't think so. I think we can go ahead and go through the estimate. You were really good about answering your questions in the walk-around. So
okay, awesome.
Let's go ahead and go through the estimate. All
right, perfect. So I got Ryan and Francine, and this is how you spell your last name, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And I got 123123 as the phone number?
That's right.
Perfect. And we're at 1234 Main Street. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So
you did a really good job of providing advice on the kills mold, and just offering things like doing the trenching.
Yeah.
Just one small thing. There's a couple times when you ask like, what do you want to do about the peeling?
Yeah.
Or what do you want to do about the mold and the mildew?
Yeah.
I think if you can just use those opportunities to be their trusted advisor and just speak confidently and just say, oh, I see some mold and mildew here.
Yeah.
You're going to want to use kills on this because that's going to make sure that mold and mildew doesn't come through on your next paint job.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple other opportunities where I think you could on the paint selection, like the emerald urethane, using the emerald urethane, and just so the more you can I don't know, just it seems like when you ask about what do you want to do about the mold or what do you want to do about the peeling, it takes away from your position, so to speak, as their trusted advisor.
Sure.
So the more you can just call out the problem and actually just give them your advice, because most people, I'm assuming they don't really know.
Sure.
That a lot of these things exist, like the kills or the urethane enamel or whatever. That'd be the main thing, I think. do you go through the actual estimate when you're on site? Do you use Paint Scout?
Yeah, I use Paint Scout.
Do you actually show them the estimate?
Very rarely.
Yeah. I don't like not really in a position to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But I can see that there's like a flow and a rhythm that you can get into by using that estimate.
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, I'm going to go through all of it just, I think it presents really well, right? Because you've got it right there in front of them.
Yeah.
It looks professional.
Yeah. More
than likely, your competitors are not going to have the estimate on an iPad or a computer ready for them to look at.
Yeah.
And then I think it can get into a rhythm of, oh, okay, so here's the price. And then, you use your whatever clothes you want to do. And then it's like, oh yeah, we can just sign this right now.
That's good.
So you can take them to the signature page and you're focused on that estimate.
Yep.
Get them to the signature page, get them to the deposit. And it's like, you've got this conversation piece that you can use to kind of keep everything going.
I'll tell you why I don't like doing that is because it shows the price.
Yeah. Does it show the price? Can you get it? Do you mean just the bottom line price?
Yeah. So when I flip it over and I present it to them, the first thing they're looking for is what's the price.
Yeah.
And when I've delivered it, because I've done this, is immediately they don't give a crap, dude, what the thing says. They want to know what is this guy going to charge me? And then the moment they see that price, that's all they're thinking about as I'm talking to them, asking them questions. And
is that a bad thing? I'm just because if you're higher, which you probably are most often.
Yep.
Like they see the price, they're like, oh shit, this guy's way higher, and then you get the opportunity to talk them through. Like, here's the 20 things that I noticed.
Yep.
That the other guy didn't even go through. He just gave me a number.
Yep.
His number was lower, but I don't know is he going to cover the kills paint? Right. Is he going to do the urethane?
Right.
Is he going to do the blah blah whatever it is?
I don't want to explain my estimate as a rebuttal to pricing. I'd rather explain my estimate prior to, and they're focused, they're listening, they're seeing the value, and they're not thinking price. And so
it's a distraction.
It's a distract. I've done it enough to see it's a distraction. Because you can tell in body language, bro, that when I flip it over and they see that price and then I start explaining, dude, they're not even listening to me, bro. It's like they're just computing in their head. You can just see them. Okay, it's $10,500. What's Francine gonna think about that? They're not even there, bro. And so when I have it in front of me and I don't show them the price, also I hide the numbers on there. I don't keep my estimates as line items. I don't want them to see that the hallway costs $800 to paint. Does that make sense? So I always click hide the number.
Yeah. Hiding the number seems wise.
Yeah, I don't want it to be a distraction, bro. And so usually what I've done is I'm confirming the information and going over the estimate, and then I'll flip it or I'll show them and say, hey, so our price here that we're looking at is about $10,500 with everything that we just spoke about.
Yeah.
What would you like to do from here?
Yeah, I mean, totally up to you how you want to cover that. I think going over the estimate in as much detail as you possibly can is going to help set you apart for sure.
Yeah. And that part I can do with or without showing them my iPad. And I feel like if I can go over those details without them knowing what the price is yet, that distraction isn't there. It's like when I say, hey, the backside when we're taking care of the bubbling and peeling, yes, yep, exactly. Rather, if they already know the price, they're thinking man, how much did that cost to do the bubbling and peeling? How much did that cost for him to do the fascia?
Just as a FYI, I'm on my iPad right now.
Yep.
And I suppose it depends on how long the quote is.
Yeah, if it's a long quote, it won't show at the bottom.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say you can kind of hide it, but if it's a short quote, that's gonna show up.
Yeah, and most of my quotes are very short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use pictures? Do you take pictures?
You know, I just started doing that. I literally just started it yesterday when I went to that clubhouse. I accidentally clicked on the picture thing, and I'm stuck in this picture thing, and I'm like, how the heck did I get here? And then I clicked back, and I saw where you could put the picture in, because I knew you could, but I guess I never paid attention enough in there to see where you can do it, and you can put it on each line item.
Right.
So I did that yesterday when I went to the clubhouse. I didn't do it today at the homeowner's house, which I frankly just forgot. But I think that's a genius thing to have in there.
I think the pictures are huge. It just shows you're paying attention, and also you can use it as an opportunity to say, hey, you know, I noticed this area where there's some peeling. I took a picture of it. I'm going to give this to Eduardo so that he knows to make sure to scrape and sand this area.
Yeah. No,
Seems
you're right.
Like the more pictures, the better.
No, you're right. You're 100% right.
Was it easy to upload? Like, did you just take it with your iPhone and upload it, or what did you do?